get ready, everybody. Your favorite voice actors from My Hero Academia are here. Let's go ahead and bring them out right now. Yeah, let's give us San Antonio welcome. Let's go ahead and bring him out. He is Justin Briner, voice of Deku. Yeah, you got tips. Yeah, yeah, I got you. Clifford Chapin, voice of Bakugo. And finally, David Matranga, voice of Shoto. You have other panelists apparently.
I'll do a puppet show.
There you go.
I'll be behind the couch and then it's really fun.
So why don't we just jump into it? Because I know, well, I mean, seriously, look at the turnout. My goodness. That is a deep.
You guys are awesome.
We have to do the traditional reverse selfie with the panelists. So let me go ahead and do this. Everybody who wants to get in on it, I'll get behind you guys.
It's happening.
Oh, it's happening.
It's happening. It's going down.
All right, everybody in the ground, stand up. All right. Let's go to start this going right now. So first of all, welcome to San Antonio.
Thank you.
Appreciate that, taking your time to address the fans here. They love you guys. Start off with Justin.
Hi, yeah.
Well, that kind of leads to the first question.
Oh.
When you hear fans, the reaction to whenever you do cons and panels, does it still overwhelm you even until today?
Oh my, well, yeah, it's unreal. There's a lot of you out there. Oh my God, now we can see.
I can see that. Crazy, huh?
Turn the lights back up. Of course, it's amazing. We've been doing this show for quite a while now, and not only have we seen it not diminish, it's just been growing and growing over time. Everyone's into it. It's a good time to be a fan. So I really appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks for coming out as always, y'all. You rule.
There's quite a few in cosplay.
Maybe it's just a San Antonio thing. Maybe just all the San Antonians are awesome.
There you go. Yeah. I'll give you a hint, Justin, and everybody else in the panel. Just say "Go Spurs, go," and that'll go far with you guys. If you get it,
All the people that traveled here are like, no, they're not that bad.
All right.
Word.
Clifford, how you doing, buddy?
I'm okay, how are you?
What does it mean to you when you see a crowd like this?
I always wonder, and you guys can answer this for me by a show of hands, how many of you in the audience are cosplaying right now? Of anything, doesn't have to be on here. Great. Now, leave your hands up if you're not cosplaying as Deku. Perfect.
And summation right there. David.
Yes.
You and I, we've had a chat before. This is a funny story. So David and I, we did a press junket about the MHA movie. So this was our conversation. After I found out he's from Texas. Houston, Texas, everybody.
You're the only one of us three that's from Texas.
No, that's awesome. Usually it's like, yeah, a lot of people.
So this is pretty much our conversation during that press junket Zoom. Hey David, so the MHA movie's coming out. So how about them Astros?
It was. We went straight to the Stros.
Yeah, we went straight to the Stros.
What year was that though? Was that the third movie?
That was the third movie. That was during the pandemic.
Okay.
And we did that Zoom junket. But nevertheless, David, for you, a character that's become so beloved, do you feel any pressure to deliver every episode, every movie that comes out? I mean, how does that weigh on you after a while?
Yeah, I think, the three of us have talked about this as well. There is a pressure, but it's not a pressure where there's any negativity or fear attached to it. It's just a real, genuine desire to want to do the best that we can for you guys, and for the property and for the story and what the world is.
Right.
I mean, I think we all feel a lot of responsibility to that. I mean, coming into season 6, I knew certain things that were gonna kind of happen, and I was ready for those, like really ready to get in there and give it the best that I could. So it's great to hear from you guys when, people come up to our tables and say things like, you guys really nailed that scene, or you delivered that, and it was better than I could have hoped for, things like that. It's just so rewarding, because that's what we're trying to do always.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. By the way, movie, awesome. I did see it after our press. So I did see it. Yeah, I didn't go straight to MLB games. So, but Justin, for you, we had fun right now saying, who's dressed up as Deku and everything. That response, that fan, when they dress up as the character that you brought to life. Again, same question like I gave to David to you. The pressure to deliver each and every episode.
I mean, yeah, it is. There's pressure for sure because. Like David mentioned, we want to get it right. Everyone is very passionate about this show and these characters. Everyone's got their own favorite that means the world to them. And so I want to be I'm a small part of something that is much greater that means an infinite amount of different things to whoever you ask. So, of course, I can't, I can only do what I'm in control of, which is, Deku in English. So I try my best to be that for everyone, yeah.
Clifford, yes. What has been the most challenging aspect of character, bringing to life every day that voice?
It's not every day.
So many fans
every day.
So many fans smile every day. But the point is that what's been the most challenging thing?
I mean, easily for me the most challenging thing is just the screaming all the time. There's a lot of screaming. Fortunately, as every season happens, I feel like Bakugo screams a little bit less. But he starts to get to more conversational tones. And so that's been a lot of fun for me. But especially in the beginning, the screaming was real hard. Some of you have probably seen this, but there was a video of me back in 2020 from when we were recording the second movie at the same time as we were dubbing One's Justice 2. And I lost my voice terribly. And that made the rounds on Twitter and social media and stuff like that for a while. That I had like really wrecked my voice, and I was like, yeah, I did, but it healed. But yeah, the screaming is always kind of the toughest thing.
Yeah.
When we have those big moments like what you were talking about with these guys, kind of like what David said, I feel hungry for it. Like this season, I was very fortunate. I had a lot of really big scenes that I have been excited for years. So whenever those moments are coming, I get really excited, and I want to tear into them and give it everything I possibly can.
In fact, for one of those sessions, Colleen, who is the dub director, had to say okay, you don't have to scream that much right away. We can ease in. She's like, you're really amped up. I'm like, okay, yeah, one more time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Get excited.
Have you ever thought trying to sneak in a Stroh's reference?
No way.
I'm
gonna get in big trouble.
Yeah. I spoke to some of the DCU animated directors, and they said they always try to drop in an Easter egg of their favorite sports team.
Oh,
they
really?
try. But the directors catch it and they nix it right away.
Yeah, you got a director, you got engineers, you got mix engineer. It would be caught before. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, exactly. Justin, the movie came out, just a few years ago, and see the continuation, the growth of your character to now what we're seeing it right now. Try not to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but have you been surprised to see Deku's direction go in this direction as we saw in the last season? I'm trying not to spoil it for you.
Yeah, you're doing this right.
I'm trying not to do it.
What we're dancing around here is season 6 was pretty boring. So if you haven't seen it yet, don't worry about it.
I fell asleep in a couple episodes.
Oh god.
Lots of filler.
That was sarcasm, by the way. Let's just clarify.
Surprise is a good word because I read the manga, so a lot of this I knew was coming. And even if I didn't, there are dedicated fans who would have said, "Hey, Justin, guess what's about to happen now?" Oh, great. But it's been awesome. It was cool to find a fresh perspective on Deku, a voice that I've been performing for going on 6-7 years now. Right? Yeah. And so I thought it was great. I was really looking forward to this season in particular. I wanted to see what the animation was going to be like. I wanted to see what the Japanese actors laid down for us, and then give it my kind of personal spin. And I'm really feeling the love recently.
If you can tap into your colleagues here and say, there's a line that they've delivered that just wowed you, what would that be?
Oh, that's hard.
David, you want to take this one?
I'd
I'm only worried about my own lines. You know? Just kidding.
Hey, I will say, Cliff, I meant to tell you, the apology, excellent stuff.
Thank you. Oh my god. Similar to like just the whole thing, I really loved what Justin brought to Deku, especially this whole season, brother. Like when we were in the let's call it the vigilante portion, like that was awesome. It was great. But even before that, the big fight with Shigaraki at the front half of the season, like you tore into it, and I mean it was cathartic. Like it was to hear you let go on it was awesome. You know, especially knowing you for so long.
And you know, we go on this journey with each other too.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I guess this is a testament to the show and the characters, but you know, I'm invested as a viewer as well in what is going on with Deku, what's going on with Bakugo. Like, so when they have moments like that, it's like, yes, and then I know him, and so it's like, they're killing it, you know, it's great, it's cool, because in a way, I'm in it, and I get to also kind of be a fan of it, you know?
Well, everybody, if you want to start lining up for questions, go ahead. I'm going to ask them a couple more.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
I'm giving you a heads up now, so we don't want to run out of time. Like we almost did last time, so let's not go there. One more question, and then we'll definitely turn it over to the fans. David, you know, the Trinity, you know, you guys, you three. If you look back at your anime fandom, and you just take off your MHA hat for a moment, what would you say would be your top 3 characters that you've seen? That
you mean that I've played?
That you played, or even just watched from a distance?
It's so hard to choose any type of like ranking, honestly, of characters. I mean, there are characters that I've lived with for a long time, like Todoroki, like Bertolt, like, you know, even some of my old school stuff like Orphan and Sayuki that's come back. That you know, there was a 10-year gap or something, and you know, so it's hard. They all have an impact on me in a different way, and even characters that are one-offs. I mean, I'm just, you know, I just did a show called Buddy Daddies, the character of Ray. Yeah, I mean, and I love that show so much. It had a huge impact on me. And who knows what its future will be, but so yeah, it's hard to. You know, it's hard to rank it all.
I get it, I get it. Justin, do you have any other favorite anime outside of MHA?
Totally. One Piece is my favorite. So, shout outs to Luffy, my liege.
Cliff, what about you?
Oh my god. I grew up on Dragon Ball. Like,
I hear you. All right. Well, we don't want to run fans out and see them run out of time to start it off. Your name?
Tiana.
All right, go ahead.
Clifford, playing Bakugo, what character from any anime that you've watched do you think Bakugo would be the chillest with?
Like he would hang out with and have a good time?
He would at least like somewhat.
I think he'd really like hanging out with Eren from Attack on Titan. But like earlier seasons Eren, not like final seasons Eren. Just like, just Eren being like, I'm gonna kill all the Titans! I was like, yeah, let's do it!
This guy gets me!
He gets me!
Nice. I love that. You got one more?
Yeah. Playing the main sort of trio, how has your friendship grown?
You mean all of us?
Playing the sort of main trio of the My Hero Academia family, has your friendship grown in any way?
You mean the characters or ours?
Your friendship.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
just y'all.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, yes. Like, I feel really close to them. I mean, when we're hanging out at conventions, and even not, we see each other when we're recording or whatever it is. Yeah, there's definitely a bond that will always be there, I think.
David, not to get into like specifics of it, but David sometimes texts me and he's like, hey, can I get your opinion on this thing? And I'm like, yeah, sure, what you got? And then he'll be like, some question of something, and I'll be like, well, analytical.
Yeah, and then I'm like, thank God I asked him. This is
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Right. Up next, your name?
My name is Katya,
Okay.
and I have 2 questions to ask. In the current season that you guys just have done, how do you feel about Dobby's reveal on the big screen? On the screen?
Spoiler alert?
Yeah, to not to try to avoid spoilers. How do I feel about it? I mean, I've known about that for a while, so it wasn't something that was a shocking thing, but I was really ready for it. In a way, I feel like it's just me personally that needed to happen in order to try and push this family in some direction, right? So it remains to be seen what that is, but I'm all for it. I love the conflict, the contradiction, the gray area of it. So yeah, I'm down.
Got anything else?
Yes. What's your favorite line so far in the whole entire series?
There it is. That was it. That was the line.
I have a new favorite from this season, and it's "You busted asshole might wanna be."
Awesome. What about you?
Mine is my old standby that I just still really love. And now I do it on every panel because somewhere on YouTube there's just edits of me saying this line over and over. So I'm just gonna do that. And it's, hey Midoriya, what are you, All Might's secret love child?
Justin, you're up.
Yeah, let's do from this season too. I'm fine, really. I am.
That's a good one. All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Good questions. Your name, ma'am?
Hello. Sorry. Hi, my name is Jackie.
Good pick for a cosplay, by the way. How appropriate.
My question was, what has been your favorite episode to record?
Man.
Well, again, it's changed. So recently, if you asked me a year ago, it probably would have been Deku versus Todoroki or Deku versus Kachan Part 2. Those are really great. Now it's got to be Deku versus, if you know. You know. But that entire episode, top to bottom, I just had chills. I couldn't look away. Everyone, it had a little something for everybody.
You know what, Justin, and just I guess for the panel too, Dave and Cliff, how hard is it to not spoil? That must be hard with the NDAs and, I mean, that's got to be rough sometimes.
It's actually fairly easy because we do it so quickly, right? I know about it about 5 days before everyone else. So no, and also there's a great reason to not break NDA is that I love doing this, so it's not even an afterthought. Yeah,
you just learn to, you forget it. It just doesn't even become that's how you do it. But it's hard on panels because I want you guys to know all the things, to a point where I can't wait for you to watch it. Go watch it, so yeah.
Cliff,
If I had to pick a favorite that wasn't from this season, because I probably am sitting on the same recency bias of that same episode as what Justin's talking about is now a really high placing favorite. But I really loved Heroes Rising, the second movie. The second movie is it's just so good.
Awesome.
I didn't really answer that question, but mine is.
It's fine. We moved on. It's fine.
No, I gotta say,
circle back.
It used to be Deku vs. Todoroki, but now it's the Dobby's Dance episode.
Thank you so much. All right, your name?
Hello, I am Kat, and my question is, what is your favorite opening from My Hero?
I love the first opening. The day is still my favorite. It captured everything that I feel like the show has been. I love that opening.
Here.
Yeah, that's my answer too.
I gotta agree. Now it's not an opening, but whenever they play "You Say Run,"
You Say Run
in the series at all, I'm always just all right, my hype is there. I'm in it.
God. When Might You played, when Might You plays in Heroes Rising, I was in the theater with you guys for the premiere. I was crying. I'm oh my god, it's so good.
One quick request: could I get Could I get you to say, shut up, Deku, please? That's to you.
No.
Had to separate you two kids?
Shut up, Deku!
Thank you.
Shut up, Deku.
Your name, sir?
Jonathan,
Go ahead.
I'm really curious what it would sound like if Deku said "Shut it, nerd" to Bakugo.
Oh, reverse there.
Just how that might play out.
You got him.
No pressure.
It's cold out there, the door is open, would you shut it, nerd?
Don't tell me what to do!
Good question, sir. Thank you so much. Up next, what's your name, sir?
Nolan,
All right, go take it away.
if all of y'all were to have a best friend from My Hero Academia in real life, who would it most likely be?
If we had a best friend that was one of the characters in real life.
Yes.
I would like to preface this answer with, all of us are over 30. So,
Tread lightly, Cliff.
So my best friend is Aizawa.
I think I would have liked to have been best friends with Midnight.
I wonder why. Look at David rethinking that answer. Like, maybe, yeah. What about you, Justin?
Let's go with Fat Gum. I'm very food motivated as well.
Also, I want to like be friends with Stain as well. I would.
Interesting. Why is that?
I don't know. I just think we'd have some good chats over a cup of coffee. You know? Yeah.
All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Who's up next? Hey, young man, how you doing?
Hello. Quick question. What's your most out-of-pocket line?
Out of character, like.
What do I? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Good question.
You have a beautiful face, my dear.
It's funny, because mine was going to be, you have such a beautiful face, my dear.
Right.
When he mocks Todoroki, I was like, what is happening right now?
Are you talking to me?
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Hi, ma'am. Your name?
Hi, my name's Sydney.
All right. Hi, Sydney.
Okay, so this is going to be any quotes you've done through any of the animations. Do you ever quote yourself in real life when you're talking to friends or family, loved ones?
In real life?
Use any of those quotes?
No, but now I'm feeling like I should. And there's actually a conversation where I'm like, oh, that would have been
She may have created a monster, David. Yeah, your family might be like, what's he talking about? What would it be? How do you
I don't think if I've actually ever done that, honestly, but I don't think that I have ever accidentally or on purpose quoted a line from, yeah.
My brother does it all the time.
So you're like, do these guys do it too?
Yeah, he's sending text message life experience stuff, and it's all from anime.
It's cool.
Good question. Good question.
There are a lot of lessons, so that's
Yes,
awesome.
there are. Ma'am, your name?
Hi, my name is Vanna, like Vanna White, and I have a question for all of you. I'm just wondering what character, whether you voice them or not, from My Hero, what is your favorite trait about them?
So favorite trait in the show,
About the person that is your favorite.
Right.
Justin?
I think Toga is great, and here's why. She is out there to make friends. She knows what she's about, you know? She has perseverance. And she's putting her best foot forward, and I wish her the best.
Cliff? Or Dave? Yes.
No, I just have a really hard time choosing a favorite character from the show, honestly. I mean, I love them all for different reasons, and I could answer a different favorite character on,
Right.
every panel I do from here to whenever we stop doing this. Do it. Do it. But I would say, like right now, I don't know, I brought up Stain earlier, so I would say that the character, the trait I like about that is the complexity, the ideology versus the action. Like, his ideology is one thing, but the way he goes about it, people disagree with, you might disagree with. I think that he's the embodiment of the gray area, the contradiction, the fact that things are complicated, and I love that. And I think that's throughout the whole show. I think that all the characters are like that in some way, which is why I think it just really is authentic and real.
Nice. What are you, Cliff?
I don't want to make this like a political thing, so I'm going to preface that first. But I've thought a lot in the last few years, especially about representation and people being able to see themselves in characters, and those sorts of things, and how those things matter to people. And so, maybe in a small thing, I love that Mineta has a lisp. Because it's such a wonderful little detail to the character. And I've directed Brina a little bit several seasons ago on Mineta, and Brina is wonderful and hilarious as Mineta, and I just love that that's like a character trait that has persisted over the course of the show, and I don't know, and maybe now so many years later, I think it means even more than just being kind of like a funny little quirk of the character. So,
Quirk of the quirk.
yeah.
Right?
That might not be what you were asking, but that's what I'm going to say.
No, it was perfect.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Thank
Good
you.
question. Hey, young man, how you doing? What's your name?
It is Eli.
All right, Eli, what you got? Thank you.
For the person who voices Deku,
No, why would you? It's fine.
But would you and Ochaka ever really fall in love in the
I can't prognosticate what's going on. In fact, this is a trap, and I know it. So
I'm trying to lull you down. Yeah.
Would you, Justin, ever fall in love with Ochako Uraraka?
This is another trap. This is a deeper, more complex trap.
They're all traps.
Did you say she is your waifu for life?
Would I say it? Yes, sure. I think it is very sweet that she was kind of the first person to take a chance on Deku. I think that's very nice. They'll always have that together. Anytime they team up, I'm cool with that.
Good answer. Thank you, young man.
Always have.
Okay, I'm out of here.
Run. Hey, sir, how you doing? What's your name?
Hi there, my name's Victor.
Go ahead.
Hey.
I just want to say thank you guys for taking time out. We appreciate you guys very much for all that you guys do. My question, it's kind of already been asked earlier. You got my question, so about favorite anime, but I will reword it as sometimes animes reference other animes, whether they're Easter eggs or whether there's direct Naruto headbands. What would you guys, if you had a choice, like to see in My Hero as an Easter egg from another anime or a reference?
It's a good one. You want to take that one, David? Nope. Back when we were on Cliff?
I want for us to get to sophomore year finally.
And I said finally.
And they're in the sports festival. And I want a scene of the cavalry battle thing, where it's the three and the one that's sort of like the mount, right? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You guys know. And I want them to run. I want whoever's Bakugo's team is in the second year to do the Akira slide. I think that would be the most obscure and awesome, if all of a sudden his whole team just
Well, Justin, in the previous panel, we were just talking about that, saying how that's Akira motorcycle slide is even in movies, like in Nope has it. They have the Akira slide. So yeah, That must make you guys feel good knowing that you're part of an anime culture that even big movies like to adapt pieces of it. You see it, yeah. Be good. Be good. Maybe we'll find out about the wife thing.
We can just let that.
Yeah, we'll let that one run. Thank you so much. But it's again, we got a long line, so we have to speed this up here. Go ahead, sir.
Hi, my name is Darby. I have a question for all of y'all.
Awesome.
If anybody was in One Piece, who would join the League of Villains?
Who hasn't been in One Piece? Like,
I've been in One Piece.
yeah, I've been in One Piece.
I'm wearing my One Piece character right now.
Oh, look at that.
Charlotte Cracker.
Good.
What's the question?
What One Piece character would join the League of Villains?
Charlotte Cracker. I think he might actually, yeah.
I voice Yonji, Sanji's brother, one of Sanji's brothers, and I don't think he would join the League of Villains. I think in his mind he's a hero.
Yeah.
They do parody Super Sentai, so or Power Rangers for those of you from America, which is probably all of it. But yeah, I think he'd be not.
That was the best aside I've ever heard. Which is probably all of you.
What about you, Justin?
I am in One Piece as well. I voiced the guy who goes, "Watch out!"
Oh, me too.
I think I've also voiced one of those guys. Hundreds of episodes.
So I'm gonna say Big Mom because she's my favorite.
Yeah, good pick. Good pick. All right,
Two of my favorite things.
Big Mom would be awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you.
What's your name? What's your question?
Hello, my name is Jared, and I have a question for both of y'all. If you can have any quirk, what would it be in your life?
I would like to teleport.
Yeah, I just want like kind of an imagination quirk where I can envision something, whatever it is, a scenario, anything, and then think it, and it's there.
All right.
That could be very dangerous.
I'm starting to feel more and more like I want a really villainous quirk and just cause some mayhem. Yeah, I'm tired of being nice.
6 years in, that's all it took.
You broke me down.
And I also have another question. Who's your favorite pro hero?
On my woo!
Fat gum.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still on the fence about people.
That's cool. That's an answer. That's totally an answer.
All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate
Thank
it. All right. What's your name and your question?
Hello.
Hello.
Good to see you again after my HeroCon.
Good to see you.
Yes.
I actually have 2 questions and a request for David and Justin. My request for David and Justin is, it's one of my favorite scenes in the sports, Deku vs. Todoroki. When he saves you, can you say, Midoriya, I thank you? And it's like, I know, but come at me with your full power, Todoroki!
Sure. If you're cool,
Yeah. Midoriya, I thank you. That's it, right?
And he said, come at me with your full power, Todoroki.
Come at me with all you've got!
My first question goes to Justin, because I know you two play in the Black Clover with him. And I just started watching Black Clover and I love it.
Go Bulls.
So Justin, what's it like playing a character like Luck where you get to, pick on Ian Sinclair rather than have Clifford only pick on you and my hero?
It's the best. I'm filled with aggression, so it's nice to have an outlet for that. No, Luck he cracks me up. There have been days where I would go from recording wholesome, wonderful Midoriya down the hall to Luck, and I want to fight. Come on, let me knock your head off. And it's just fun. It's a totally different world to play in. He knows what he's about. He's like you said, he likes to tell people he's better than everyone. It's fun.
My favorite scene is where you say, oh man, there's a chicken. And I think Bakugo could really use a challenge from Luck. And my next question is, since you 3 playing a show I've been watching called High School DxD, since you play Siegfried and you play Belzard and Chocho, what is it like playing in that show where you get to pick on Josh Greeley?
Oh,
You can be villains for once. Your guidance.
Hold on. Justin and I are part of the hero group in that show.
But aren't we antagonistic?
Yeah, but we're still.
Wow, we're good guys.
We consider ourselves heroes.
true. That's actually why we got cast in those parts. Oh, right.
You two are the villains, but he gives Josh advice.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a sage type of person, you know?
There you go. All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Good question. Good question. Hello, your name and a question?
My name is Akira. I have a question for Justin and Clifford. If Luck was to have a competition with Bakugo, how do you think that would go?
Badly for Luck.
No question.
Who's this guy?
All right, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you. All right.
Hi.
Your name and question.
Hi, my name is Eli. So I have two questions. The first one is for David. So if you remember in the beginning of season 6, there's like an episode with a villain called Mr. Smiley. And we don't get to hear Todoroki laugh. So my question is, how would you make his laugh for Todoroki?
Actually, real quick, those were from the My Hero Academia season 5 OVAs. They were not.
Forgive me, I'm sorry.
Well, we did kind of hear him sort of not laugh. I mean, we heard him stifle a laugh. And so I cannot create his laugh for the first time here on stage in San Antonio.
You neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah, you will have to wait and see if Todoroki, in fact, ever truly laughs.
Would you say you gave us like a chortle or a chuckle or a titter?
I think it was a titter into a chortle.
I see.
Yeah,
That's the process.
there was no chuckle. Yeah,
Awesome,
yeah.
awesome. Thanks so much. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay, my second question. Okay, so as we all know, My Hero is about to end. So my question is, it's about to close its chapter. So my question is, are you guys at all emotionally prepared for everything that's coming and for the eventual end of My Hero?
No.
No.
Nobody is.
No, yeah.
Well,
No way.
It is.
Sure. Actually, yeah.
No. We'll see.
I hope that we're still in that kind of One Piece grace area where it's like, it's almost over.
Yeah.
Nearly there.
Me too.
They break up seasons like season part 1
Yeah.
and season part 2.
I hope that this idea that it could end is just a teaser that will be teased for a while.
There you go. All right, thank you so much. All right, guys, we have about 10 more minutes, so let's get them going.
Hello. So, I consider myself a bit of a voice acting nerd. Like, I like to pay attention to with specific voice actors in certain roles. And I found out recently Justin Briner was Cloud in FF7 Machina Bridge. Woo! So, my first question was, what's the most niche or obscure role you've been recognized for by a fan?
Obscure. That's tough. It would just be like there are animes that I've done 5-6 years ago that just they didn't catch on for this and that reason. Stuff I'm thinking like Death March to a Parallel World or something like that.
Death March to a Parallel World Rhapsody?
Rhapsody. That's right. Oh yeah. Nice. I would also maybe, the first thing I ever did was a video game called Dust and Elysian Tale for Xbox.
That's a good one.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. That's about as obscure as it gets. I haven't done anything like truly underground, I don't think. Maybe I've done something that even I forgot about.
Well, did you forget about Machina Bridge in that case? Probably not.
No, of course not. I get a lot of love for that, especially, the folks that I worked on with that are just so stinking funny. The worst that it gets is sometimes they'll put like FF7 Remake Cloud on my banner at conventions. So I'm like, that's not me. That's not right. But I'll take it anyway.
Thank you, sir.
And my next question was something I've been kind of curious about, because I've been curious about getting into the voice acting industry. So, and I'm sure there's probably a couple of voice actors out there who've tried to get over this specific problem. What are your tips on learning how to voice act and overcoming like a speech impediment?
Let's deal with it.
I think you have to embrace, your natural sound and who you are.
Yes.
I mean, there's a place for everybody. for all voices, all voice types. But it really depends. I mean, I think it's a kind of more of an offline conversation of like, you know, what specifically that is, or, you know, there are all kinds of actors across all different types of acting that have had that challenge that they've either embraced or overcome, or so yeah. That's my immediate thought on it.
I mean, and of course I don't want to diminish any part of it, but practice I think is going to get you a long, long way, just lots and lots of practice. Behind all of your favorite voiceovers for anyone out there are hundreds of hours of practice or man hours and that kind of thing. It's just about, at first, and this is tough and it's scary to put yourself out there and to say, I'm recording my voice, listen to it. But that's something that you will get over in time, you know, as long as you find out your personal voice and what you love about the craft and everything. That's just something that you will come to terms with, and that's not a problem, I think.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for the shout out to Dust. It's a really good game.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
What's your name and question?
My name is Anna, and we have 2 questions. So first question, how do you feel about your characters and what is your favorite thing about them?
I love my character, and my favorite thing is that he's the best.
Top that, David.
Yeah, no, I won't. Yeah, no, I love my character more than I have a special place for everything that he is and has gone through. I love his perseverance. I love his ability to continue to press on. I like his innocence and his loyalty to friends.
Are you, Justin?
Deku is rad. No, and I've loved him since day one, since those first 2 episodes where it's just him and Kachan and All Might hashing it out, and that set the tone for everything. I think they're really special. I admire his dedication. I admire that he set goals for himself that he met despite everyone telling him that he couldn't do it. And I love, as I've been coming to more events like this, I love the amazing number of things that he means to so many different people who engage with this material. You know, I've heard a lot of positive and motivational change that has come from just like, I think Deku's the coolest, I want to be like him. So I don't take that for granted, you know?
All right.
Hi, my name is Vicky, and my question is, this is for all of y'all. What's your favorite ship in the My Hero fandom?
What is Selkie's ship? What's the boat? What is it? What's the boat they get on at the end of Heroes Rising? That's my favorite ship.
My favorite ship is Fat Gum and Gentle Criminal.
Whoa!
Fat Gum love today.
I don't have one, and I wish none of them would get together.
Yeah. Justin was nice the first half of the day, so if you went to his table then, you should go after this panel. This is going to be awesome. Like after around 4, he's not kidding. He's really mean.
Well, thank you so much. Unfortunately,
he's not really.
Yeah, he's not mean.
I just have one more thing to say. Bucko, you're my favorite.
Heck yeah.
All right.
Why would you say that?
All right, we don't have time for one more question, unfortunately. So, sir, you're going to be our final question.
First off, you dropped your pocket. Gotcha.
I don't know what that means, you dropped your pocket.
What?
I was like, where's my cell phone?
Thanks for coming, everybody.
And second off, what got y'all into voice acting?
Man, this is not a 1 minute left in the panel question.
Yeah. I love storytelling. I love taking on a character.
Well, then to make it like a few words, what got you into voice acting? You know?
I was an actor. I found acting in high school. I became a professional theater actor, and I had an agent, and I wanted to voice act because it was another way to act, and so I started auditioning, and I got a couple of roles, and been voice acting ever since. It's an awesome part of it. I love it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I think we're done. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, once again.
You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Oh, David, you dropped your pocket.
What does that mean?
Hey, you dropped your pocket square.
Oh, you dropped your handkerchief?
Thank you so much, everybody.